Welcome to Suds and Fluff. My name is Martha. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be looking at what sold on eBay. We're going to be looking at mostly books and a few other random things thrown in there. We're just a small family business. We resell on eBay and we mainly sell books that are older or unique or rare and collectible. We also sell other just vintage random stuff. Our main principles are to get the stuff for free or cheap and then to make money based on that. So we do free book pickups, it's hard to say, in our area where we're offering that as a service, and then keeping some books for us, keeping books to sell, and then donating the ones that are not interesting or profitable for us. Right here, I'm actually sitting out in the back room where we have boxes of cleaned books from the past couple cleanouts that we've done sitting here and underneath. And it's really exciting to have, it's really exciting that the pickups have been working well because I haven't had to go out and spend my time thrifting to have inventory. I have boxes of books right here that as I get time I can work through for eBay. So yeah, that's always good to limit the time we need to spend on sourcing. And I'm already so busy this time, especially this time of year, because we do have a garden, we do have a homestead, and animals. I raise Angora bunnies. I raise also quite a few children. If you don't know me, you might not know that, but I actually have quite a few children, my husband and I. So we have a really busy and full life. It is fun sharing these videos though, because it kind of helps me to think about the actual profit for each item, and to just be a little more critical about seeing the profit, because I don't always go back and look up what was the profit after shipping and after the fees. And then just reflecting back on the things that have sold is exciting. And then also things just keep selling. You know, we have a store of about 1,000 items, and it is always interesting how stuff just does keep selling. Because everything does sell on eBay eventually is one of those kind of rules. You know, as long as it is an item that is desirable. I mean, you have to have some basic principles met there. It is an item people are going to want, and the price eventually is going to be a reasonable price. All right, anyway, I'm sure I could ramble on and on about eBay, but let's just get started with the items that have sold recently. This is a pamphlet of wildflowers of Glacier National Park from 1970, and the profit on this was $7. This is the Next Whole Earth catalog from 1981. This is a really large format, thick and heavy catalog. I've sold a few others of these. They are really interesting and have a lot of pictures. And the profit on this was $19.75. This is one of the books from one of our most recent cleanouts, so it is good to see some of the things start selling. And here it is, packed up with cardboard and then inside of a poly mailer, ready to go. This is Dean Ramsay Reminiscences of Scottish Life, an antique book. Not in great condition, but probably interesting information, and the profit was $17.93. This is a vintage 1964-65 New York World's Fair hostess apron souvenir. Thought this was a cool sale, and the profit on this was $21.86. This is a Singer buttonholer sewing machine attachment, and the profit on this was $13. Here is a little paper stuffed in here so that it doesn't rattle around during its shipment. This was a 1914 hardcover book, Rex Kingdon, in the Northwoods. Not very good condition, and the profit was $6.13. This is something I've had for a while. It's Plumbing Apprentice and Journeyman Training, Section H Drainage from 1970. It's a kind of like a textbook and in a little box. And the profit on this was $17.87. This is a 1916 copy of the Arabian Nights, and I've actually already received a return request for this. But they waited 20 days to open it, and the reason is that they just don't like it. So that's honestly really rare for me. I don't usually get returns on books, especially after so long. But anyways, I guess that can happen. Although it is making me rethink having a 30-day return policy. Obviously, they are going to pay the shipping back, so I won't lose out any money on that. Sorry guys, this book is Aristophanes and the 11 Comedies, and the profit was $10.72 for that one. This one here is Never Mind What the Clock Says. This is writings of some women, this woman, and it says in the book that there were only 200 copies printed, and the profit was $19.30. So I thought I would film the final segment out here in the garden and say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I was thinking about how eBay is a lot like permaculture in a way, in the way that we do it anyway, where we're taking things that are available locally and we're turning them into something that's beneficial for us. Kind of like compost or permaculture, where you're really looking at what's available right outside your door and what resources are already there that you're able to put energy into and then come out with a positive result. So it kind of does seem to tie in, at least in my mind anyway. So you know, it is obviously a different thing, but I think the principles there are similar, so I hope that it's not too disjointed on our channel talking about all these different things, but that's just how life is. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.